Hey crafty friends! Today I'm sharing with you my favorite pieces from the Seaside Blooms collection from Hero Arts. The first item is the Hydrangea dies. The metal die set features 2 large flower dies that layer on top of each other, as well as a bunch of individual flower dies to add more depth. No card is complete without some sentiments. And I love this clear stamp set from the collection. You get 5 different sentiments plus a large image stamp. I also have the coordinating die set. Each sentiment comes with a die as well as a couple of dies that coordinate with the large image. I made a card using that image. Now I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to make cards using those Hydrangea dies. I started with cutting all the pieces out of green and purple cardstock. I'm using 3 shades of purple and 2 shades of green. Starting with the flowers, I take the large flower pieces and glue them together. I add glue to the back of the flower die cut piece and make sure to get glue on all the flowers. Then I attach it to the large flower outline piece. There are guidelines on the outline piece to help you line up the flowers in the correct way. The glue gives me time to slide the pieces around to get the perfect alignment. Now I move on to gluing the individual flower pieces to the bouquet. These flowers are cut using the lightest shade of purple. This stage is where you get lots of creative freedom. You can use as many flowers as you want, and there are 3 different sizes. I am separating the sizes from each other. I want to start with the largest size first. I add glue to the back and start randomly placing them on the larger flower piece. After the large flowers are finished, I move on to the medium size, and I continue to layer the flowers randomly. I'm trying to cover a large portion of the center, while also trying to leave some of the darker purples showing through. I finish off with the placement of the smallest flowers. Again, I'm just randomly placing them. This is a fun way to make your cards unique with each creation. All the flowers in place, I move on to the leaves. I'm using 2 shades of green for these. They are very close in color, but provide just enough contrast to give the leaves extra dimension. I add glue to the back of the stem pieces and attach to the leaves. There are guidelines for each stem piece to help align everything. Again, the glue I used gives me time to adjust the placement before it dries. For the large flower stem, I'm adding a little bit of glue to the ends only. I attach the flowers to the stem, leaving the bottom parts of each branch showing. I have the whole flower finished now, so I can move on to assembly. I'm starting with a light brown or craft color paper cardstock. I have cut this piece in size 4 inches by 5¼ inches. And I lay out how I want the flowers to look on the cardstock. I want to make sure that the whole flower will fit while leaving room for the sentiment. I add foam squares to the back of the flower and the leaves. I flip the flower over and attach it to the top left portion of the cardstock. Next, I add each leaf. And finish it with glue to the back of the flower stem to adhere it to the cardstock. I chose to overlap the stem with the leaves to help glue down the leaf stems. Now for the sentiment, I have my handy mini MISTI to help me align the stamp in the correct place. I will be using one of the sentiments from the clear stamp set in this collection. I chose Thinking of You. This flower is perfect for so many occasions that it was actually hard to choose one. I add the stamp to the cardstock and adjust the placement before I add ink. Today I'll be using black ink in color Oreo from Tailored Expressions. The MISTI helps me get the right pressure and keep everything aligned. This simple sentiment fits perfectly in the bottom right corner. As a final touch, I'm adding some gem embellishments to the flowers. I'm using these gems from Spellbinders in the color Prism AB. I'm adding these to the center of each of the light purple flowers. I'm also adding a tiny dot of glue to the center of each flower before adding the gem. The glue adds extra adhesive to keep the gems from falling off if you mail this card out. I'm using the smallest size gems on the small and medium sized flowers, and then I use the medium sized gems for the largest size. Here is a look at the flowers with the gems all finished. I love the extra dimension as well as the shine that these gems give off. I add some foam tape to the back of my card mat. And I have my card base, and I'm using the same craft color brown as the card mat. I then add the mat in the center of the card base. The foam tape creates a layer of separation between the layers. I love this set and how quick these cards came together. I even made a blue version, and then I changed the sentiment to make a thank you card. If you want to shop these products for yourself, I will have links in the description box below. I also have a coordinating blog post with more information on all 3 cards I made with this collection. Thanks for watching and have a crafty day. Bye!